Today we're going to discuss Annika Sorenstam and her swing and what went into that swing, how she came up with this head move that everybody's taking on now. You'd be surprised what the answer to that is, and how she won everything in sight, and how she controlled her career and started a trend for many women on the LPGA tour. Annika Sorenstam has a very basic swing. She has a weird stance. She almost stands like a cowboy with her knees out, which you don't see that often. And she doesn't really have a pivot, a powerful pivot. She basically keeps it just moving her weight to the right foot and then coming off without really making a deep pivot. She doesn't look like she's sitting. So it's not like, like a Hogan sit and hit. It's more of a weight shift, just gradually shifting to the right leg and then releasing it back. It's almost like a tilt and shift. But she's upright. She doesn't break her wrists right away, and she breaks her wrists late, and then the shift in keeps her wrists in line, and then she explodes at the ball. And explodes is really just the term I use because she hit it so solid and far. To her, believe it or not, she wasn't swinging that hard. She says that when she hit a driver, she was only swinging 60%. Can you imagine just swinging 60% on the LPGA tour, and yet she was hitting the ball somewhere in the market of 280 yards. Here's me swinging 60%. Not bad, but it seems strange. I didn't have much timing on that swing, but 60%? That's just a little over half. How did she do that? Well, her answer was that when she started grooming in her mind, swinging 60%, and she wasn't getting the distance she was after, and she wanted more distance because she wanted to keep it at 60% because she felt that was the optimum effort she could put into a shot and keep that shot going straight. You understand that? So instead of swinging 100%, like a lot of the women did, she would keep it at 60%. She would shift her weight all the way back, and then she would come all the way through without really having any wrist break until up at top. And then the centrifugal force would keep her wrists from breaking too early. But again, she kept it at 60%. Here's another one, 60% from me. Yeah, I hit that one much better. Takes a little mind control. Now, when she started swinging 60%, she was asked, how could you compete swinging at 60%? Well, number one, timing. Don't forget, like me, she believed timing came from hitting a lot of wedge shots. That was her go-to swing adjuster, the wedge. And number two, when she wanted more distance at 60%, What she did was she went into the gym and she bulked up and she got herself strong. So now 60% was hitting at 280. So she worked up to the point where she could keep hitting the ball straight at 60% because she was so much stronger from working out, which is what we see today. Many of the ladies, Lydia Ko, Nelly Corder, they work out. They work out strong just to get that extra yardage. I mean, a cousin of mine happened to be hitting balls next to Nelly Corder in Florida, and when he looked and saw it was her, I mean, she looks like a thin waif. He said, "Don't be fooled. She's all muscle, and she whips that club through. Obviously, that's why she can hit it so far." So all the ladies now are in the gym working out, and I think Annika set a standard for that, right? Now, the other thing she talked about was coming down. Where did that move come from with the head, where she's looking up way before impact? She's over here. Where did that come from? A lot of people are doing that now, especially on their short irons. Where did that come from? Where did the taking the head out of the shot early? That became Annika's trademark. She says when she was first learning how to play that she does get a lot of weight on her right foot, with a simple pivot, not a sit down pivot, but a simple pivot. She was having trouble getting the weight back to her left side. Now, what her answer was to move her head, and that would automatically get her weight back to the left side and clear out her left side. And that's how she incorporated that head movement of looking down the fairway even before she made contact with the ball. I'll try to do that now, see if it works for me. I don't even know if I can do it. I hope I don't whiff, but here we go. I almost whiffed. That's not easy to do. Let me hit another one. I don't think I finished my swing. I can't even do it. So it's definitely her own move. But she made it work. I can't do it because I'm moving off the shot. But anyway, don't be afraid to incorporate some of those things in your own swing. Because if anybody has a swing that ladies should be copying, it's Annika Sorenstam. So I guess I'll have to work on getting rid of the head at impact. One more. I refuse to be a failure in my own video, but it's a new move for me. That's better. For me, I'm picking up on it with it. That was better. That was better. Woo. Until next time, thank you for tuning in. and I will see you. Bye-bye.